Hey guys, welcome back to the layout. I know I told you last video that I would be making one in December. Well, I started working, or didn't have a lot of time to get down here and work on stuff. This morning I came down here. I'm going to start cleaning up because I have people come to look at the layout next month in April. They're from St. Louis, so two friends of mine, so they want to come down and see the layout. So I'm down here trying to pick everything up. I got some new stuff on the layout I want to show you guys. I did a lot of track work since the last video, so we'll start it off. A friend of mine got me these cabooses, these ICG cabooses. I love them. I love the side door on them. They're pretty cool cabooses. I also got a Illinois Central coil car, black, sitting in the yard here waiting with the other Cola cars to head to the GM plant. And I got a new engine, Athearn Genesis GP38 9601. It's got sound. This thing is awesome. It's got ditch lights on it. Very cool engine, and it's got it's got a control in the decoder that you can, every once in a while you can hear the chatter on the radio, dispatch talking to the engineer and conductor. So I got it sitting here with this old IC caboose. Little guy standing there. So also got this GM&O boxcar. I think the built date on this is 3/65. Let me see if I can get that to focus. There it is. Yeah, very cool car. It's got very detailed. It's very detailed. I like it. Let's see what else. Got these cars from a buddy of mine the other day. Pope wood car. Make some car cards out for those. Anyway, coming around. I got this boxcar. ICG boxcar. This thing is awesome. It runs great, or it rolls great. It's got the air hose attached to it. Very cool car. Come along here, and I'm going to show you the track work that I did and a couple more things I got. Here's the coal mine. Represents Percy, Illinois. This is not what it really looked like in Percy, but on this layout it looks like that. Streamlined coal mine that used to be there. It was a part of Arch Minerals. And got a train of these Missouri Public Service Company. I remember when I was a kid living in Percy that these cars would come through town, and seeing those that little guy on the side of them coal cars was pretty awesome. I remember that when I was a kid. So I got that. I got a train, about 10 cars of these. Also got this. 2 GM&O SD40s. Everything, those engines run awesome. And I got 2 Mopacs. Both Athearn with sound. But anyway, the track work here goes along. Got main siding. They come down and tie in right here. I got a little siding here where the engines sit. I got to put a, it'll be another, there'll be a backdrop. Will extend all the way to the wall, so you won't see that building there, or the elevator here. All I did was take Pringles cans, spray painted them gray, and put them upside down. I think they look like silos. So I'm gonna run some rigging, you know, for the grain to spill down into the silos, and I think that'll work out pretty good. I got the glue container sitting on top of there, so yeah. But I got 3 sidings that go underneath the load out there. There'll be a pile of coal and some end loaders feeding the plant here. So the belt line will, well, that just broke. That's great. Belt line will be in there like that, and it'll feed down to this pit here, and then the unloaders will be dumping the coal in and washing it, going out on rail. So come along. I put this little flood loader in. This don't take a lot of cars, just a few. A few cars will get loaded out of here, but they're just a little independent coal company. I haven't really thought of a name for this coal company yet, but come around and you got ConAg, of course. It's got a little track mobile there. Then you got the diamonds, which this track here represents the Mopac coming through. It's got 2 diamonds. 1 diamond goes to the ConAg there. This is the main line diamond. Comes down. This is where it splits off to go to ConAg. These 2 tracks here represent the Mopac interchange. This part of the layout represents Sparta, Illinois, which none of this was actually like this, but on this layout, this is how I got set up. So I got 2 sidings for the interchange here. Ties into the main right here. These cars, they just got loaded at ConAg. So the trackmobile loads the cars, gets permission to go out on the main line, comes down, puts these cars on the siding here, waiting for the local to pick them up. Also have a furniture company here, and a Stag warehouse, Stag beer warehouse. That Stag beer gets loaded onto the rail. So, and this siding here ties in to the main line right there. This is my fertilizer company. These coal cars are just sitting there that need to be repaired. The fertilizer company takes bulk fertilizer and loads them onto rail, and they also get box cars that get loaded with 55-pound bags, and then here little tank cars get brought in and gets filled with liquid fertilizer. Some tanks sitting back there, you know. but that's to represent Sparta. Once you hit this spot here on the layout, you're officially off if you're running this way. Now you're running this way, the actual layout starts here. This goes across the old door here in the basement. I got a switch right here that's gonna run off. That's where the engines are gonna sit in staging. Come along here, I got some piggybacks sitting here. I got an old switcher with caboose sitting here. And this is my north staging yard. This represents St. Louis, cars or trains headed north. We'll go to the staging yard here. This represents like East St. Louis, up that way. But this table will get extended out to the water heater there. So I'll have enough room to hold some hold some cars. So I got my car cards here, my ladder, a 3-way switch, and then a siding headed off here where I could store some cabooses and stuff like that. Also got some lights put in. Yep. And but anyway, that's the layout, guys. Sorry it took me so long to get a video up, but of course I got water standing in here, but I got two dehumidifiers running 24/7 to suck the water up. It'll be dry in a few days again. That's what I get for living in an old house, and it's got an old basement, but then again, it's a place to keep my trains. I haven't had a problem with the water on the floor yet. It doesn't mess with the electronics. It doesn't mess with the track. As long as I got those dehumidifiers running all the time, it does a pretty good job. I've got a parking lot put in for the GM plant. I got some piggyback trailers sitting there, right here with the concrete barriers, and trucks will come in over this railroad crossing, come in and back up to the doors, and also have a overhead crane put here for the steel coils to get unloaded outside. And then I'll have a door that's just a mock-up door with so they can run the forklifts in and out of the room, or out of the building. So yeah, that's it for right now, guys. I got down here. I'm gonna pick some stuff up and get ready for some people headed over, and hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Sorry that it took forever, but one more thing, on the south end of the layout, once you come through the yard here, the Murfreesboro yard, once you get to this spot here and run around, you're officially off the layout. It runs around here, up through around the furnace there, and you end up on the other side of this furnace, which there's a few tracks for storing engines, and this represents the south end of the layout. This staging yard represents Cairo, Illinois, and I got a couple tracks here. The two outside tracks do have a runaround, but I have cars sitting on them right now. This will extend out to the window there, so it'll be a bigger yard. But yeah. But anyway, that's the layout. Sorry it took forever. Thanks for watching. I'll have some videos coming up in the future. I got my little assignment dry erase board. Gives you assignments to do and everything. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. It's kind of a longer video, but thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sticking around and watching these. And we'll talk to you later, guys. See ya.